Hey YouTubers and makeup junkies out there, this is Michael Scott coming at you, and as you can see I have foundation and brows on and everything. I just did the contouring and highlighting on a dime video, kind of showing how you can highlight and contour with really inexpensive items like e.l.f. and Coty powder and L'Oreal and Maybelline and all those types of things. And while they're not super inexpensive, you know, some of them can be a bit pricey, up to like $10, but they're definitely cheaper than like MAC and Ellis Foss and Atelier, Urban Decay, all those kinds of things. And you can still come out with a beautiful, flawless complexion. So check out that video if you haven't. And then in the meantime, I thought we would do just a real quick kind of purple smoky eye. I want to use purple and gray. So, at least I think that's what I want to use. So I'm going to break out, you know, I might as well kind of keep going with the on the dime type deal, and I'll use e.l.f. Pull a couple things out of this bag. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, let's use the e.l.f. Primer. So I'm going to start with the stick. So I just go ahead and get it. I just paint this right under the eye. And I am perspiring a little bit, which is just crazy because it's freezing. It's like all of 18 degrees or 15 degrees outside. So that's another reason why I'm doing a video today, because the house is clean and there's a bunch of snow on the ground. New York's being hit by a bunch of snow. I'm going to top it off with their regular eyelid primer. It's just, I like to kind of double down on these. And, you know, when they're $1 a piece, it certainly isn't going to hurt your wallet. I think the stick is like $3, and I've had that stick for a long time. Now, I'm not doing like makeup on myself every single day, but the stick does last for quite a while. So, let me get these back into a box. I don't really have any like inexpensive drugstore eyeshadows. I used to, for sure, but I don't anymore. You know, Card Candy is probably going to be the cheapest items that I have right now. Like I did pick up an NYC liner last night, and we'll talk about this in a minute. That to me is an epic fail. It was just a horrible liner. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go into, actually I'll go into MAC, I guess. And just grab a regular eyeshadow brush. This is 212. Yeah, the fake 212, but nevertheless. Alright, and actually I'm going to grab a pencil brush as well, because for this one I want to go right on top of the lid. And I just need to take my fan brush and go over my face real quickly, just because I am perspiring under this floodlight. Alright, so the pencil brush, and I'm going to go into Fig 1, which is right here. Sorry, I'm not flipping you guys off. Fig 1 right there. I'm just going to pick it up on the end of the brush, and then with my eye open, I'm just going to start getting that in. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit for you. Alright. And then just grab, I'm going to grab the 217. This is the fake one, but it still works really well. There are some fakes out there that are really horrible, so you just got to be really careful when you're buying on eBay. I found a website, I actually posted it to my Facebook yesterday. This website sells super fakes. I mean, fake everything. They've got Urban Decay, Too Faced, Benefit, anything and everything. It's just crazy. And they'll have the foundations for like $2 a jar, and concealers for like $1 a jar. And I think one of them, the most expensive one that I seen on there, was like $8. They're all fakes. They get you on shipping with that website. It's like $35 to have that stuff shipped to you. And they've already got like the fake Rihanna, which just, I was kind of amazed that they had fake Riri already. They, of course, still got the fake Wonder Woman, the fake Hello Kitty, all that kind of stuff. So it's a shame to see that, but you know, it does still happen. All right, so I'm gonna do. Let's see, what do I want to do in my eye? I think I'm gonna do Malt just on my lid, just because that's a great nude color. And so I love Malt. It's just a great color, especially with my skin tone. If you've got kind of a medium skin tone, Malt is a fantastic eyeshadow for kind of nude lids and all that good stuff. Alright, so then I need like a gray to go in, or a, just to smoke it out a little bit there. So I'm actually going to go into Club. Club's just this amazing kind of opalescent type eyeshadow that has all these different colors in it. And you can see it's like a blue, green type shadow. I really do love it. And so I'm just going to take it right along the side and into that little purple. And actually I'm using a dirty brush. That's bad, bad, bad. Grab a clean brush, a clean blender brush, and go ahead and just blend that Club right along. So there's just kind of a really quick, really basic nude eye with just a tiny bit of on the end. I mean, it's not even really smoked out because it's so light. You could definitely take it darker. And this is just an e.l.f. blender brush. And the rest of these ones, these MAC ones that I'm using, aside from the pencil brush, were all the fake ones. If they're blue handled, they're fake. I got them on eBay. I knew they were fake, but I wanted to try them out just to kind of see how. Occasionally I do like to go back to eBay and check the fakes just to see how they're coming along, how they're looking, and they're getting very, very good, especially in their eyeshadows. The singles, they're hard to tell. They're getting to a point where it's hard to tell if they're fake or not. So that's unfortunate. The last thing we'll do is a little bit of Malt for the highlights. So I'll just grab the 275 for that. Just blend that right along like so. And then I want a little bit of shine right here. So I'm going to go into Truco by Sebastian. You can get these for inexpensive. These you can get on eBay for inexpensive. And I really do love these. I really, really do love these. There's a couple colors that aren't super pigmented or aren't pigmented as well as the others. But the reflective one it's called the Reflective One. That's the finish. And then there's Spirit and Magic are the two that I have, and I absolutely love them. They're really, really well pigmented. The only one I found to be not very pigmented is Ruby Slipper, which is their red glittery one. But the purple Lollipop and the Lover's Lane, which is the green, those ones both work really, really well. So I'm going to grab Club 2, and I'm going to go along the bottom with Club. And I'm using that 212, which is just a really flat brush. So just kind of like so. I'm just going to make sure that I connect it to the top. So I mean, it's a really basic nude kind of eye with that little bit of purple in there, which I may just touch up real quick. Our eggplant, it's kind of a purple eggplant type color, but the Fig one is definitely one of my favorite colors from MAC. Yeah, I just wanted to put a pop of that purple back in there. There we go. And then, so, the NYX, or NYC, I'm sorry, this is NYC High Definition Liquid Liner. This stuff, you can basically see right through it. It's just not really that great, especially when you like can get the e.l.f. one for $1. Let me find the e.l.f. one real quick. Pretty sure I had it right here. So this is the e.l.f. waterproof one that cost $1. And this NYC one was like $3 or $5, somewhere around there. And this e.l.f. one is $1. And look at the difference in how it comes out. So the NYC is an epic fail, unless you're just wanting an uber light eyeliner, which for this one we might as well do it since it's kind of a nudish eye. Over here so you guys can see. It does have a very sharp point, similar to MAC's Penultimate. It's definitely sharper than the e.l.f. one. So I mean, you can get really fine lines with it, but if you're wanting it to be really dark, you're gonna have to go over it with an eyeshadow like Carbon or just a black eyeshadow, or you're just gonna have to do a lot of coats. So there that is, just kind of basic. Really, it is just really light, almost see-through. So I really don't recommend this one unless you're not wanting, you know, a very dark liner, unless you're wanting a really light liner. So the next thing I'm going to do is another tool that I bought last night. Eyelashes are definitely an Achilles heel for me. I just have issues getting them on. For some reason, it's always been a trouble area for me. I just, you know, I don't know if it's that I don't wait long enough for the glue to dry or whatever my issue is. But so I picked up one of the professional applicators last night, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Duo eyelash adhesive, and I'm going to get a thin layer of that on there. Alright, so I've got just a thin layer of that on there, and I'm going to take now the And I'm going to start on my outer end, but I'm going to let this sit here for like at least 30 seconds, maybe longer. Because you definitely want this to adhere kind of on your first stick. Like, I don't want, what usually happens is that I end up with glue all over the upper lid, and then, you know, my eye work is kind of out the window. So you take it, and get your one corner on, and then grab it and stick the inner corner on. And then it's got this little blue thing on the bottom. 1 second. Hello? Can I call you back in a minute? Okay. Alright, so there it is. That was really quick, really simple. To get it on, you can use, like I said, the little blue end, the little rubber end that it has, to push down. And then the next thing you do is take your lashes and the false lashes and push them together using the tool so that they kind of blend together rather flawlessly. And so there is a not the perfect application, because it needs to come down a little bit right here, but it makes it 1,000 times easier, I think, to do the lashes. So you put the glue on, hold it in here, you just get the end on. You may start, measure your lashes first, put them on your lash line and see if they need to be trimmed at all, and then do your trimming, so that way when you do apply them with the glue, you know that you can go on with just the right side, stick it on right where you need it, and then come back over and take it and do the inner corner, and then you can just push down with the rest of this little rubber brush, the back end of it. So this is by Salon Perfect. It was, I want to say, $4, and it's made it so that I can actually apply false lashes without super drama. And then I'm going to take the e.l.f. one now. And so with the e.l.f. liner, I mean, I could just do one quick stroke. Usually I don't. But with the lash on, I can just jut the end of the felt tip right against the bottom of the lash. And it's almost like following kind of a cutout or whatever. It's just following that line, and it'll help go on a lot easier. So, kind of having trouble talking today. So that's it for this one. Just a really basic kind of nude eye and eyelash application. And yeah, so that's it. This is Michael Scott, everybody, saying have fun, and have fun with makeup, and the right tools. The right tools make all the difference in the world. But you don't have to have, you know, you don't have to go out and spend $30 on the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, or, you know, any of the expensive ones. Like, I just got this at Walmart. It's just 1,000 times easier than using regular tweezers, because it can hold the lash and get it on there real good. And then you've got this little stopper on the end to help push down and adjust movement if you need to before it dries. So yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Michael Scott again saying have fun, and have fun with makeup. Bye.